cards in the back of the room if you'd like to submit a question to the council in writing rather than come before the council. Chief, could I ask you to close the doors so I don't get an echo? Thanks. With that, I call the meeting to order at 7 o'clock. First item on the agenda is a call to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ramick.
Here.
Mrs. Brandana.
Here.
Ms. Molnar.
Here.
Mr. Lamoran.
Here.
Mrs. Weicker.
Here.
Mr. Solers.
Here.
Mr. Geis.
Here.
Mayor Preby.
Here.
Ms. Riley is excused this evening. Mr. Avery.
Here.
Mr. Plato.
Here. Second item on the agenda is a Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd like to ask Councilwoman Brandana to lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Third item on the agenda is acceptance of the agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to accept the agenda as presented.
Support. Motion by Councilwoman Molnar to accept the agenda as presented, supported by Councilman Ramick. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 4 on the agenda is acceptance of the minutes of the regular meeting held November 18, 2008, and those of the special meeting held November 25, 2008, and dispense with their oral reading.
Motion to accept.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick, supported by Councilman Lamoran. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 5 on the agenda is communications from Mayor Preby. Mr. Mayor.
I had several tonight, Mr. Chairman. I apologize for the length of them. But the first one we're going to do is a great personal privilege. You know, we have a fellow by the name of John Pantalone, who's a retired principal from Kennedy High School. Mr. Pantalone does his best to keep us involved in what's going on, at least with regard to Kennedy alum. And when Kennedy alum do something particularly noteworthy, he lets us know. Usually, unfortunately, that noteworthy thing these days is dying. But this is way better than dying. And that is a very good friend of, I think, most of ours, or at least those of us who have been around Taylor government for a while, was just given a promotion to the top dog at Plant Moran. They didn't have anybody qualified, so they promoted Gordon Crater. Let me read, if I might, and normally I always have somebody that can read better do it, but this one, again, Gordon has been a good friend for so long, I just wanted to personally acknowledge it. City of Taylor, official proclamation recognizing Gordon Crater, managing partner of Plant and Moran. Whereas Gordon Crater, CPA, is a 1976 graduate of John F. Kennedy High School and a former student of St. Paschal's Catholic School and West Junior High School, and whereas after graduating from the University of Michigan, Mr. Crater joined the firm of Plant Moran in 1980 and has held a variety of key managerial positions at that prestigious firm. And whereas Plant Moran has recently announced that Mr. Crater has been selected by his partners, selected by the partners of this company, to be the firm's next managing partner with a term to begin July 1st of 2009. And whereas Mr. Crater is only the 6th managing partner of this firm in the firm's 85-year history. And let me just tell you that Plant Moran is possibly the best governmental accounting firm in America, so this is a pretty big deal. Whereas Mr. Crater has demonstrated a high degree of professional excellence in coordinating and oversee client services, business growth, and people development, and whereas Mr. Crater has also led the firm's efforts in mergers on several accounting and consulting practices with Plant and Moran, now therefore it be resolved that on Tuesday, December the 2nd, 2008, we, the elected officials of the City of Taylor, on behalf of all Taylor residents, do hereby congratulate and acknowledge Gordon Crater on the achievement of being named managing partner for Plant and Moran. In addition, we thank him for always showing pride in his hometown, Taylor, and wish him and his family best in the future endeavors. Might be pointed out that Gordon is also brother-in-law of Judge Gino Salamone. Don't hold that against him. He's actually a pretty good guy. Gordon, please come forward. I feel kind of bad. This is only a paper document. I'll just keep it in there.
I just thank you for mayor and council. I'm very honored to come to my hometown and have that recognition. Thank you.
Thank you. Need a motion to receive and file?
Motion to receive and file.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Brandana to receive and file, supported by Councilwoman Molnar. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Congratulations. Mr. Mayor.
I can only tell you that Gordon used to work for a company that I used to own, a landscaping company. And I won't tell the stories that he's afraid I'm going to tell, but what I will tell is the truth, and that is, even as a young guy, 16, 17 years old, throwing sod, driving trucks, doing whatever it is you do in a small landscaping company, he was simply a class act. There's no doubt in my mind that he deserves all the accolades he's received and the promotion that he's received, because even as a youngin', he was a good one. Congratulations, my friend.
Seeing as how I graduated in '76, how long was his hair at that point in time? Because he looks fairly clean cut at this point, but I'm sure there's some photos from back in the day.
You know, actually, as I recall, his hair was pretty short even back then.
You do not have to stay for the whole meeting. We do appreciate you coming out and understand that, you know, you've got a busy schedule taking care of Plant Moran, but thank you very much. Mr. Mayor.
5-2, Mr. Chairman, we're requesting that the City Council authorize Corporation Counsel, Mr. Plato, to sign on the city's behalf a settlement agreement between the City of Taylor and Detroit Edison.
I make the motion.
Support.
Long overdue.
Motion by Councilwoman Molnar, supported by Councilman Ramick. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Chairman, we're requesting, and I don't know if you want to break this into individual names or do it as a group, but Local Officials Pension and Fringe Benefit Compensation Commission. Would we do that as a group?
We can do it as a group as presented here.
Well, then, would request you do it as presented. You want me to read the names, or?
Actually, if a member could make the formal motion.
I make a motion to accept it, the names,
I want you to read.
as presented. Do I have to, should I name them?
I can do that. So there's a motion by Councilwoman Molnar, supported by Councilwoman Brandana,
Yep.
to approve the mayor's reappointment of Diana Chavez, Gary Johnson, Gwen Hicks Bishop, Jerry Zimba, and the appointment of Tim Keys, John Delo, and Nick Wazalewski to the Local Officers Pension and Fringe Benefits Commission, Compensation Commission, to 7-year terms expiring on December 2nd, 2015. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
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 All those opposed say no. Yeses have it, motion carried. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next item, 5-4, we're requesting the council approve a Downtown Development Authority Fund Budget Amendment Number 3 for year ending 6/30/09.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Soller, supported by Councilwoman Weicker. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have it, motion carried. Mayor Privy.
And the final one, Mr. Chairman, and I thought the council would want to join in this one because it is of such importance, and that is doing the little bit that we may be able to do to try to influence public policy in Washington to save jobs here in Michigan. As we're all aware, there's some discussion that the big three might go bankrupt. There's discussion about possibly the federal government giving them what they're calling a bridge loan to keep them in business. And I might point out, back in the 80s, the feds gave Chrysler Corporation a loan of $1 billion, as I recall. Chrysler paid back every penny with interest way ahead of schedule. So I'm confident that the Detroit auto industry, one, needs the help, and two, can succeed and will pay this money back. So the resolution attached, which we're asking the council to approve, simply talks about the need for saving these jobs. 750,000 of them estimated in Michigan, 6 million jobs nationwide, and the best guess we have for Taylor is about 5,000 auto-related jobs, which could be lost in the next few months unless this loan goes through. So it has tremendous implications, not only from an economic point of view, but from a national defense point of view. Unless we have a strong military, we may not be able to have the freedom which we've enjoyed. And the way we'll have a strong military is to have a strong industrial manufacturing base. So this is a critically important thing, in my opinion, to Taylor, to Michigan, and to the country. So perhaps greater weight, if you will, in a council resolution than simply a letter, and that's the reason for it coming to council.
I make a motion to approve the resolution. Would you like me to read it?
Yes, you can. And first, motion by Councilwoman Brandana, supported by Councilman Solers. Go right ahead, Councilwoman Brandana.
Resolution in support of bridge loan to the auto industry. Whereas the recent economic crisis has so negatively affected the American auto industry that without federal assistance, the major U.S. auto manufacturers could be forced to liquidate. And whereas the resulting job loss nationwide is projected at some 6 million, with 750,000 jobs lost in Michigan and $5,000 lost locally. 5,000 jobs lost locally. And whereas the consequences of such a job loss would be disastrous, not only to the workers, but to all 70,000 residents of the city of Taylor. And whereas foreclosure rates here are far too high, they would certainly skyrocket, causing a ripple effect of lost personal income and tax revenue, which would force our city, state, and educational systems to make drastic budget cuts and diminish our quality of life. And whereas a strong America requires a strong industrial manufacturing base, it is evident that the loss of the U.S. auto industry would not only weaken our economy, but our readiness for national defense as well. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the elected officials of the City of Taylor are in favor of the bridge loan to the automakers of the United States of America for the sake of our country and for that of the 6 million auto workers and their families.
Is there any further discussion on this item? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have it. Motion carried. Mr. Mayor.
That's it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. All items listed under the consent agenda are considered routine by the City Council and will be enacted in one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member or citizen so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered at the end of the regular agenda.
Motion to approve.
Support. Motion by Councilman Lamran, supported by Councilman Ramick. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it. Motion carried. Item 7 on the agenda is a motion to open the public hearing to approve and deny resolution approving Brownfield Plan Site 40 25637 E-Course, former DTE building.
Motion to open public hearing.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Molnar, supported by Councilman Solers. Is there any discussion on opening the public hearing? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it. Motion carried. The public hearing is now open. Are there any interested parties? Are there any interested parties?
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Molnar to close the public hearing, supported by Councilwoman Brandana. Is there any discussion on closing the public hearing? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it. Motion carried. Item 9 is a motion to approve or deny resolution approving Brownfield Plan Site 40 25637 E-Course, former DTE building.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick to approve, supported by Councilman Lamran. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it. Motion carried. Item 10 on the agenda is a motion to approve and deny the interlocal agreement creating the Detroit Region Aerotropolis Development Corporation and associated fees.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Solers.
I'd like to make a motion to postpone for a period of 90 days to refer back to the administration for further investigation of the following concerns: lack of local community members represented on the executive committee, the status of the legislation, and the status of other involved local communities.
Support. Motion by Councilman Solers to postpone for a period of 90 days. Just trying to line that up with the council meetings. That would put us to the first meeting in March, March 3rd.
March 3rd it is.
Is that satisfactory?
That is satisfactory.
Satisfactory to you,
Yes.
Mr. Remick? Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of postponing with, and referring back to the administration with the items that Mr. Solers enunciated until the March 3rd, 2009 meeting, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, say no. Yeses have it, motion carried. Mr. Solers, may I have a copy of that?
Yes, you may.
So we can give it to Mrs. Riddle. Which brings us to item 11. Motion to approve and deny retaining Great Horn Electric low bid for the Goddard Morton View and Goddard Pine Street traffic signal mast arm project for an amount, including contingency, not to exceed $337,325.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick, supported by Councilwoman Molnar. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 12 on the agenda is a motion to approve and deny amending City Council Resolution Number 4.212-07, property maintenance of vacant property to expire June 30th, 2009, instead of April 30th, 2009, and to increase the amount by $65,000 for a new amount not to exceed $155,000.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick, supported by Councilwoman Weicker. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 13 is a motion to approve and deny retaining Al's Asphalt Paving Company low bid for the Goddard and Party Road DDA improvement project in the amount including 15% contingency not to exceed $53,479.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Brandana, supported by Councilman Ramick. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 14 is a motion to approve and deny retaining Wade Trim to provide construction engineering services for the Goddard Morton View and Goddard Pine Street mast arm traffic signals in an amount including 15% contingency not to exceed $45,150.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Soller, supported by Councilman Lamrath. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 15 is a motion to approve and deny retaining Wade Trim for construction engineering services on the Goddard and Party Road DDA improvement project in an amount not to exceed $10,875.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Molnar, supported by Councilman Ramick. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 16 is a motion to set a public hearing date of January 6th, 2009 at 7 p.m. to approve or deny transferring industrial facilities exemption certificate number 96-656 from Worthington Steel of Michigan to Worthington Specialty Processing.
Motion to set public hearing.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Soller, supported by Councilman Ramick. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 17 is a motion to approve and deny payment of legal bills in an amount not to exceed $43,767.85 as presented and recommended by Risk Management Committee.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Weicker, supported by Councilman Sollers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Have it, motion carried. Item 18 is a motion to approve and deny payment of loss fund reimbursement to Broadsphere Crawford and Company, an amount not to exceed $4,280 as presented and recommended by Risk Management Committee.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick, supported by Councilman Lambrand. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 19 is a motion to approve and deny payment of legal bill for case number 042106, an amount not to exceed $1,034.96 as presented and recommended by Risk Management Committee.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Soller, supported by Councilman Lambrand. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
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 All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 20 is a motion to approve and deny settlement of claim number 110508-26429 as presented and recommended by Risk Management Committee.
Motion to deny.
Support.
Motion to deny by Councilwoman Brandana, supported by Councilwoman Molnar. Is there any discussion on denying item 20? Hearing none. All those in favor of denying signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it. Motion is denied. Item 21 is a motion to approve or deny. Item 21 is a motion to approve or deny reestablishment of a receiving board per Michigan Election Law Act 116 of 1954, Section 168.679A, for all elections to be conducted January 2009 through December 2009, and to continue the rate of $15 per hour for compensation.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Molnar, supported by Councilman Lambrand. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 22 is a motion to approve and deny the adoption of General Retention Schedule Number 23, election records as approved by the State Administrative Board.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick, supported by Councilman Sollers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 23 is a motion to approve and deny the adoption of General Retention Schedule Number 24, City and Village Clerks, as approved by the State Administrative Board.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick, supported by Councilman Lambrand. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
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 All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 24 is a motion to approve and deny General Fund Budget Amendment Number 14 for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2009.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Soller, supported by Councilwoman Weicker. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
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 All those opposed say no.
No.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Lambrand.
No.
Mrs. Weicker.
Yes.
Mr. Sollers.
Yes.
Mr. Ramick.
Yes.
Mrs. Brandana.
Yes.
Ms. Molnar.
Yes.
Mr. Geis.
Yes. Motion passes 6-1. Item 25 is a motion to approve and deny Downtown Development Authority Fund Budget Amendment Number 2 for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2009.
Motion to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Molnar, supported by Councilman Ramick. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 26 is a motion to approve and deny the purchase of 200 underbody scraper blades for snow plowing for an amount not to exceed $10,102.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Weicker, supported by Councilman Sollers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have it, motion carried. Item 27 is a motion to approve and deny the acceptance of the Adopt-A-Watt program.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Molnar, supported by Councilwoman Brandana. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
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 All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 28 is a motion to approve and deny payment to Michigan Ammo Company Incorporated, low bid, for the purchase of ammunition at a cost not to exceed $10,375.
Motion to approve. Support.
Motion by Councilman Ramick, supported by Councilman Lamoran. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Item 29 is a motion to approve and deny the city entering into a one-year written agreement with Medic One Ambulance Company for Medic One to provide backup ambulance service at no cost to the city, only when requested to do so by the Taylor Fire Department.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Solers.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the new red line version.
I would support that.
Motion by Councilman Solers to approve the modified contract, which was drafted or revised from what was presented at the study session last night. And do you have a copy of that?
Mr. Chairman, maybe one of us, Rick or I, could read.
I think that would be good. Motion by
would you like
Councilman
to read
Solers,
them?
supported by Councilwoman Molnar. And if you'd like to read those changes, please do so.
And what was changed or added to the contract is, whereas the parties understand that it is not the intent of this contract with Medic One to affect the minimum staffing levels as set forth in the collective bargaining agreement of the Taylor Professional Firefighters Union, Local 1252, and the said collective bargaining agreement shall take precedent over this contract with Medic One in the event of any inconsistencies between these agreements.
We're going to go through there's modifications in section 3,
You want me to- okay, go
4,
through the-
9,
All right, go through the entire amount. Just pinch my finger.
and
Also under item 3, the last line, it says services to the closest appropriate medical facility. Appropriate was added, and that's on the third line. On number 4, I'll read the entirety because there are several changes. Medic One shall provide one ALS ambulance for use in the city, which shall be located inside the city limits. If said ambulance is temporarily inoperable and/or undergoing repairs, in such event, a backup vehicle will be immediately available in place of such ambulance. In the event Medic One cannot provide service, it shall be responsible for obtaining a second source of service. Item 9, the last line, we would cross out at the expense of the person being transported. That would be taken out. We have a couple of renumberings, but that's irrelevant for the, I believe that's all the
did we strike,
changes other than the number changes, which
did we
was the...
strike item 15, or was it just incorrectly?
It was incorrectly numbered.
Okay, so, and then the rest is just changing the...
Is that correct?
Clear. All right.
That would conclude
There
the
is a
changes.
motion by Councilman Soller, supported by Councilwoman Molnar. Is there any discussion? Recognize Taylor Fire.
Stan Cochran, Taylor Firefighters, IFF Local 1252. First off, we did forget one item here in number 4, was dispatched elsewhere, that was not read. Excuse me.
I'm
I do have a
sorry?
cold. Number 4, it looks like there's one area that says deleted, dispatched elsewhere. That was not read, I don't know where it was deleted from.
It was probably put in deleted,
was
the
deleted.
attorney could probably...
If it's crossed out, it's deleted.
Just wanted to bring that up. First off, I'd like to say, I would like to apologize to all of you that I was not at the study session last night. We have a standing policy at the fire department that on-duty personnel cannot attend the meetings. I did not attend the meetings, I was on duty last night and at work, so I apologize to all of you. There's a lot of concern about that. With that being said, there's been a lot of things that we have gone over. We do not agree with this contract as a local. We have provided great service for the city of Taylor. We have had praise from all of you about our services here. We are asking that, do not sign this. We do not agree with this. We don't think we need this for the city. We provide excellent care as it is. With that being said, we have given you all books, things of that nature, saying why we do not like this. We hope you would take the time to read these. One last thing with this is, I was given this contract approximately 15 minutes before this meeting. I know I personally would not feel comfortable signing any contract that I did not have time to research for more than 15 minutes. With that being said, I would like to say once again, Taylor Professional Firefighters, IFF Local 1252, does not endorse this contract. Thank you.
Okay, last night, the changes that were